Okay, so we're back for another gate ruler video. This is actually going to be a opening, but this is going to be for the uh, gate ruler set for Become the Hero, but this is for the Japanese product. And then the English product is actually coming out as the filming of this video is about a month out. So it's about the middle of April. And it just released in the end of March for the Japanese version again. And then uh, normally I don't, or at least for set 2 and set 3, I didn't open Japanese products for Gate Ruler. For set 3 was because they had simultaneous release, so there was no point in opening product. But I did open set 1 Japanese Gate Ruler before the game even released, just because I wanted to see what the cards look like and to get a feel for the game itself. So I was able to get, as you can see, 4 boxes for the Japanese Gate Ruler, and then we'll be opening and then just going through some of the cards. Some of the names that I go over are from the translated versions that are on the Gate Realize site, and then some I might be using from the Gate Ruler official Facebook page where they started revealing the English translations for the names, because the localization is a little different for certain cards. So just get into it. And then there's something to note that Japanese boxes are still 36 packs per box. However, there's only 5 cards in it, unlike the 10 for the English product. As well as, but there's no high rarity in the Japanese version. And especially with set 4, they included the high rarity was a, rather than a booster pack, it was a complete set of the entire set in high rarity foil. But for this set, we get a, or at least for the Japanese version, again, you get a box topper, which is one of the 10 character rulers. So the ones out of the existing rulers that they did not make for these is Legion, Highlander, and I think that's the 2 they didn't. Oh, and the Rock, Paper, Scissors one that I believe should be in this set for us for English, and I believe it should be in for Japanese. But for this one, we got, for the box topper, we got Midas for Overlord. And then I really like that these are in foil. I'm thinking ours might be box toppers too. For the English product on the main website, it mentions that we're getting 2 box toppers, which is probably this Midas, as well as the alternate art for this card, which Japan got. I wasn't able to get the box topper because I guess I'm buying through a distributor, so they don't have the stuff that I guess like a LGS or a GameStar would have. This way to space. So again, with Japanese packs, there's only 5 cards per pack, whereas like the English, we have double that. So again, the only difference is that you have like twice as much commons, twice as much uncommons in the English version, and then we have like an extra foil in the back, which is actually our high rarity. So we'll go through the commons slowly in the beginning, and then we'll pick up the pace as we start seeing duplicates. And we'll point out any cards that might stand out. So our first foil is 3-star. So it's always a 3-star or higher in the pack. So even like ours, we always have a 3-star, but we usually have like an extra foil in the back. But this is the 3-star for X-Vader. This one is the one that deals like more damage for like using charges. I don't think it's that great. Hasn't been anything I've been really like looking to play that in. This card is pretty good because of the level cost, and it's a 5/2 that burns. This card in English is going to be a real pain in the butt for me because I do collect playsets of foils for everything. And this, because this card is 8 copies, even like in a case or a master case, you might only get like playset because it is a 1-star, and usually 1-star foils have always been like the hardest because there's just way more 1-star foils than 2-star foils. But I actually like this card solely because it's a level 0, so it can be used as a filler for like, you know, when you, because of like the level cap. And it also does have, you know, very useful traits, being Reagan Leaf, as well as I believe Crime Nods, or no, Superhero. Next we have 4-star. So this is a superhero. This is also one of the Reagan Leafs. Um, I haven't looked too much into building Reagan Leafs yet, but I'm not really a fan of this one because it goes into like the combined level of a 1 for that. So I guess 4-star, 3-star. I do like that they started adding more robotics. So robotics as an archetype can stand out a lot more. So we have our first ruler. This is the female for Vanquisher, which I believe means we still have, or that's a 1-star. Replaces our uncommon, our 2-star. Next we have a 3-star. This is the Octopus Girl. This card is actually, in my opinion, is really good. Again, it's similar to like the superhero one, where it's a very good filler. Being level 0, it's also, I believe, a supernatural. So it's probably going to be slotted really nicely into, you know, like, and then it's DR3 to increase its stats by like 111. Can sometimes just be good with how many times sometimes you don't have anything to DR with, and you can just use it to just increase its stats for free. Or not for free, but, you know, like, it's not really big of a cost. This is the heal one, I believe. This card is also going to be a pain in the butt to get foiled versions of. Because this one you need 12 copies you can have in a deck. I will be making a deck on this. A couple of people have already probably started making decks for these. This is the first gear up we have. This is the rock, paper, scissors one. A lot of people say it looks like Gon from Hunter x Hunter. I kind of see it. I will be making a deck for this one because there's a lot of rock, paper, scissors decks that I want to make. And it is important to know that the one reason this also makes things difficult for me for foils is that rock, paper, scissors cards for the rock, paper, scissors ruler can have up to 6 copies of those, so I need to get like more copies than just the 4 basic ones for like this ruler. Then next we have another 3-star. This is the, I want to say, the Death Shade, one that brings itself back, and it also like damages you if you don't have any Death Shades in your damage zone. This card I believe has 2 different names. It still starts with an M, but it's like Mechacore in Japanese, but then it's like Melloroar in like English. So it's really weird that the name is different, considering the name is in katakana, which means it's actually like an English type of name. It's just a really weird card, and it's a 3-star. But it'll be really good for deck building purposes because again it's a -2. So again, like with Overlord, you know, it just gets, you know, extra abilities to include bigger cards. This is a supernatural, the one that removes or destroys a set card when you counter check it. Again, I'm fine with these level 0 counters because sometimes I just need 1 or 2, you know, like level 0 slots for like with Overlord decks, or even just like with any of the drive rulers. So it can just be really good. And then the Highlander is a one of, it's like perfectly fine. This is the gear up one. We saw this earlier. Another gear up. This is the Death Shade one for a destroyer card. This probably might replace the level 2 from set, I want to say 1 or 2, the one that destroys and then you can heal a life. So even though this one doesn't heal, it still destroys and it's still darkness. So you could probably play with the numbers. And then when this is our legend for the box. So this is the Kami's. I forget the name for it. Again, the name will probably change, but this is the one you either draw 1 or draw 2 or drive 1. I think, or no, sorry, drive 1 or drive or draw 2. But there's also one that like heals 2 when you check it. And I believe for Japanese boxes, it's 1 legend per box. Whereas like ours normally in the past has been 2. That might change. I'm not sure how our breakdown will be. I'm assuming it's going to be similar. Because usually our foils double because of the number of cards per pack, as well as, including the high rarity. This is the on destroy, you get to like unflip or deal damage when it destroys things for Death Shade. This is the damage reducer for Death Shade, I believe. Yeah, for DRing. This is the unflipper for Death Shade. This is the weird Genesis summoning one. I'll probably try to figure out to put it somewhere in a Genesis deck because it's a level 0, but it's like has a lot of hoops to jump through. And this is the next Draconoid Dreadnought. This is a 4-star. This is the one that destroys the rest, the level 0s, and then destroys the level 0s. Again, I think if level 0s become like a thing, like again, like if like apprentice decks or things that run a lot of level 0s start running around, it'll probably be really good in like the Draconoid deck. This is the Crime Knots that burns 2. It's like the zombie, but I'm not a fan of it being a level 1. I do like that it's 2 strike. This is the Cat Beast one. This is pretty much the exact same thing as the Fairy from Set 2. The one, because it's still an owl. It's also a supernatural, just like the Fairy. They both have 0 strike. They both have 5 toughness. The only difference is the power or the attack. But then this one doesn't have the ability of like, if your opponent uses breakthrough, it doesn't do any damage. So like depending if you need the beast attribute, this probably is just a pretty good beater. This is the unflip 2 in play. Probably will be almost a staple in any one that uses Atlas to just unflip. This is in English, I believe it's called Whoops. In Japanese, I think it was called like What a Coincidence was how it was translated. I actually really like this card. I'm going to make a deck around this. This is the one that you look for force reveal cards in the top when you check it or when you play it. And it's probably going into the rock, paper, scissors ruler. We have another of the Draconoid. That's actually really interesting. I haven't opened too many Japanese boxes, but I know like with English, usually you rarely ever got duplicates of 4-stars because usually you would get like 16 out of like the 17 4-stars. So that's kind of odd that it would duplicate like that. But again, with Japanese products, again, the case is 12 boxes versus ours is 6. This is the punch one. I think it's okay. It's not the greatest. Another one of those. This is one that just increases attack, so good for like intercept. I'd actually like one that just would give like 4 like HP for like level 0. That would be really nice. There's another level 2. I think we have our Uber. So this is the 4-star of the Kaiju or the Beast X-Vader. I believe in Japanese it's 1 Uber per box as well, for at least for this set. So I guess I can put that there. This is the Vanilla 622. This card is probably really good because I think 6 HP or 6 attack is going to be the new like threshold you want to hit. A lot of cards still have 5 HP, but I feel like there's a lot of cards that end up with 6 HP, and then that makes like a really big difference when it comes to like the number of attacks that you have to use to get through cards. There's another Death Shade. I don't like that they changed the English naming because I think in Japanese they were like considered like the 4 dead horsemen, but they got rid of like the horseman concept altogether, so they're just like apostles instead. Another one of the heal 2 or the heal life. This is the Death Shade that on hit you can DR3 to like heal, I believe. Yeah. Third copy of the Draconoid. That's really odd. So again, I'm assuming that like if you were to open the 12 boxes within the whole case, I guess it would average out. It's just really weird that I would get 3 of the same one in the same box. This is the counterpart to the quarterback one that we got for the English one. It's also in here as well. This one is like free if you have the other one. So that's probably going to be in like another version of the superhero deck. Actually, you get both. I got both in the same pack, so pretty funny. I did buy this as the promo one for the English one, but I am happy that they did reprint it so that way people have more access to it. I mean, it's not like a super good card, but it's like something that's usable. This is the -3 cost, but this is the one that you draw one or drive one. But then your opponent gets to like play a card. I forget, level 2 or less, I think, something like that. And then we have another 3-star, which is the Gear Up, for the one that has like you can't do it on win this attack rulers because it has potentially gets double attack, which is unfortunate for like Dreadnought. It'd be funny to do it in not Wizard, Trickster, because then you'd like bring yourself twice. Football, Sharkman. This card's also really good. There's gonna be one of the main decks I want to make too is also the Shark deck with the Giant Serpent one. This is the Robotics or Gear Up card. This card's pretty good. It's also not a counter, which I really like. It's also searchable with the because it's a technology for the Yuhi from the Robotics. Another 3-star of the one we had earlier. Quite a bit of duplicates. It's like 18. I guess you're bound to get some duplicates for that one, but with the increase in 4-star, it's really weird that we would get so many duplicates of that one. This is the one for the rock paper scissors, the -4. This is the one that like when you force reveal it, no one can attack. So if you like hit this on your opponent's turn, your opponent just can't do anything, which I find very funny. This is the one that kills level 0s. This is the one that special summons like familiars. Might be usable in Genesis. This is the Excavator one that mills for specific types. Mostly probably for zombies you'll use it. And this is the Octopus one, the Taco Jizo. This is the one that restands. I'm actually really looking into because I'm actually looking for the supernatural version because it can restand something with 2 strike. The biggest thing that I want to use this with is actually the new Gasha Dokuro in this set, because it has 2 strike and it has the ability to just kill anything in the center slot when you attack with it. That is a 3-star. So we finished about halfway through the box. I'll probably break up this video into multiple parts. I'll probably do 2 boxes for this video, and then we'll do another video for the other 2 boxes. This is the White Rabbit. I think it's okay. You'll run it because it's an A7. This is the one for the Incantation and Magic. Not too much of a fan of this. I'll try to probably build a deck around it at some point, but that might be a little bit later on when it comes to like the different deck profiles. Again, the one that for Supernatural kills 0. I forget which one this one was. This is the one that like for sightseeing, it also counts as like 2 of something while it's in the graveyard. So again, that's why I think it's like for the sightseeing deck, or Darkness, I believe. This is the one for the Draco Dreadnoughts that makes it free, but you can also just play it like if you play it in Drive deck. This is the Martial skill one. This one is probably good for getting martial skills in the deck because the counters the draw and discard, which is actually not bad. When I had a martial skills deck, I was always using like Paula's as like the draw discard method because I would always have like dead martial skills in my hand that I want to just use from the graveyard. Nope, that's a 3-star. This is the one that when special summon Crime Knots, you get to like swap out damage. It probably won't be used in Crime Knots, probably used for Death Shade. Another one of the Punch. Damage on Flipper. The -3. And a 4th Draconaut Dreadnought. It's really weird. It's a playset in a box. I don't think that's normal. That's really weird. That could be something else. I forget this one is the Overdrive for Supernatural. Another one of the one that you need 12 copies of. Another punch. Another one. And then is the in Japanese, Amiru is her, or at least that's probably the Japanese name. But this is actually Lumia from Force of Will. So she was in the original card from set 2, the martial skill. She actually does the same thing as the martial skill, which is to kill a level 1, but it doesn't require a warrior. I actually like cards like this where it's like on a body, and then you can also like potentially recycle it. But I want to see what they're gonna change her name to. It probably still is gonna be the Amiru, but this is also the box topper for this set that the Japanese get. It's a different alternate art than this one. At least it's a different 4-star. It's not, you know, another Draconaut, whatever his name is. This is the Excalibur one, so this is Hetty from Wonderverse. Another one of the duplicate, football, Genesis summoning. This is the X-Vader, one that you DR and you can destroy a card, I believe. I don't think this card's... Oh, this is one that kills like also the center row, which I think is actually not that bad. Like if you're gonna play like just X-Vader, it's probably fine. But there's probably like better options. But again, when we do deck building and testing, I feel like destroying the center is actually going to be very important this set because of Gear Up. It just depends how much Gear Up like runs around, I guess, in the format. Another one, the familiar. This is the mushroom one. For Crime Knots is the one when it gets destroyed by for a cost. You get to deal damage, burn, something. I know it's going to be in the Crime Knot deck. That's all I remember. I forget which one that one was. This is the robotic, or the one that gets the defender and retaliate until like the end of turn. Destroy. Another one of the shooter 3-star. This is the green chrysanthemum. So this is the regular one. They're all based off of like flowers. This one is really good. It's a level 0 for 2 strike, which is like, that's just like ridiculous, and it has an ability of a touchdown or overdrive, so it can be used in any type of deck. But this is the one I believe that recycles cards. Oh no, this is not the counter one. This is the one that removes cards in the graveyard, which is actually just very good. Like again, you could just not have this text and just be a 2 strike for 0, and it would be fine. The heal, another one of the big attack. Whoops. And then we have the 4-star. This is the one that comes out with that one that has 12 copies. You gotta remove like 3 of them in order to play it. It has like breakthrough. This card is just very powerful. It also like is to remove up to 3 cards from your opponent when you play it. But other than that, like it destroys itself if you don't play it normally. This is the minus 1, the one that reduces by 2 damage and sets itself when you damage check it. This is one, the firepower. It's funny because we have a firepower for every single level. The one that destroys a level 2, a level 1. This one destroys a level 0 for like 0. Another one of the reduced damage. Another of the rock, paper, scissors ruler. And then the 3-star, this is the Regan Leaf, the one that prevents all Regan Leaf from taking effect damage. And this is one, again, with like 6 HP. So again, easily just shovable in the defense zone, and your opponent has to like attack it or attack through it. I feel like this card is way better than the level 2 Youmajin Front Regan Leaf. She has like 6 attack, but she's like a level 2 cost. And she takes up a counter slot for the same effect to no effect damage. So, not sure how much I like that one. Another firepower, another Hetty. This is the new crystal that looks for Future Folk. This will probably be for the Future Folk deck. Another one of the Gear Ups. So probably start going through the faster. I'm probably actually going to cut this video after this box, and then we'll do like a speed unboxing for the other 3 in the next video. This is the field spell for the new Daijinki's or the Masudal, or the robotic. I don't think it actually helps either of these 2 effects. Like it helps the Daijinki to like get out the copies, but I don't think you'd use it for that. I think you would just use it for the DRing 2 when you play like the level 2 robotic cards. And then we have this is one of the Genesis summoners for the Youmajin friend. It goes with Supernatural. I think it's okay. Not a fan that it's a level 2, but I mean, I understand. Stats are pretty good. But you'd probably Genesis summon away, so. Another Unflipper. This is the Tinkerbell, the one that searches for A7s, football, the Dreadnought, and then Kronos. This card is actually, I think, would be really good in the Dreadnought deck, the Ruler Dreadnought, because you can check top 3 and you can put things on the bottom. I had a deck for Dreadnought that used the one that looked at top 4 and you rearrange them, but you could put things on the bottom. So sometimes like you want to keep something you want to drive, and then, or like you put like the counters on top and then like the card you would want to draw like afterwards. Another one of the big body, vanilla, just 5 toughness for 0, really good. This is the sightseeing one that lets you draw, probably, or no, this is the one that heals, when it heals 2 when you're at like 2 or less life. Probably really good in Trickster. Ooh, sorry. Another one of the Death Shade. This is the one that summons from the damage zone. This is like potentially really risky early in the game. Another one of the Octopus girls for the 3 stars. This is the ship that brings out Future Folk. Another one of the green chrysanthemums. Another 3-star. There's actually quite a bit of duplicates, considering there's like 18. Oh, I guess there's only 18 3-stars. So I guess in a box you'd probably get like all of them, or maybe like 1 or less. This is a Death Knight, or the Dark Knight, that has like dormants, just really good stats for a 1 and 3 strike. It's just really good. Another one of the Gear Ups. Another Octopus, or the Octopus Restander for DR and Chewing. I don't think it's super good, but another Shark. Another one of them needs 12 copies. Sightseeing. This is the new Alice Burn. I think it's okay. In the last deck, you probably should put it in anyway. This is the one that for Excavator, that when your opponent summons something on your turn, you can destroy it and destroy that same unit too. I don't know how good it would be, because again, Excavator may not be good. This is the new Kamaitachi. I'm probably going to make one of the first decks is going to be a Trickster deck using this, and then summoning Joe's Tinkerbell. This is the Sightseeing one that lets you like move units around. And another one of the Martial Skill one. Ooh, that one opened really nicely. Another Tinkerbell, the Unflipper, Death Shot. This is the one that reduces damage as well, for Regan Leaf. Again, I think like the level 1 3-star is way better than this one. And this is the one that has to be set with Force Conceal. Probably would be good for the robotic. You can't bring it out with like the Gear Up, or not the Gear Up, the Emergency Now, but you can like put charges underneath it to save it. And it's like an 8/8/4, so it's like Chitulu stats. Unflipper again, Midas. So we're seeing a lot of duplicates. This is the vanilla 664 for Owl, or for Atlas. I'm assuming all of them will eventually get it. I thought we were going to see like all the rest of them. Like there would also be a chance to reprint the level 3 Volnar Dragon. We have another 4-star, which is the Alice. This is one that like on counter searches for 1 A7 or Alice on the top 2. And then this is like the reduced damage for dealing by discarding it from hand. So like the Dark Knight one will be a staple of 4 of like in the Alice deck. That one, Gear Up. This is for Martial Skill. I don't really like this card, but I like that it is in pink, because my Martial deck's skill deck was in yellow pink, but I don't think I would use it with like a 2 cost. Dragon, this one is probably not used for Abyssal Summon. It's probably just going to be used for its special summon from like Genesis. Another 4-star, which is the Johan, which is the Abyssal Summoning. Just better stats, and well, not better stats, but it can't be like killed by effect damage. So essentially, it means your Genesis summoning is safe, or not abyssal summoning. Sorry. Duplicates. This is the one that you can play from hand. The one that reduces damage by 1, and then or like makes damage all you take by 1 for each of those attacks. Prevents like effect damage. It's a really good card. And again, Atlas got so many good events with this set that again with like the new rulers where you pick only like one color for events. Atlas is like just really strong for that. More vanillas. Another one of the Chronos. It's actually quite a bit of duplicates. For some reason that pack didn't want to open. Sightseeing, Kamaitachi, Von Flipper, whoops. Another 4-star of the Incantation special summoning. It's actually quite a lot of duplicates for considering how many copies or how many you get. 8 vanilla. This is a new Crime Knot 4-star. This card's actually really good. I'm glad he's not a legend. When I read his ability, I first thought he was like a legend. But this card, I'll be definitely making a Crime Knots version with him in it. This is the last pack of the box. And again, we'll probably do the other 3 boxes in like a fast opening where I won't go through like every single card. Because we've seen most of it in this video. This is the Shark one, the big boss one. So again, we'll be making a deck with this. And the last one we have is a 4-star, which is the A7 Queen. This card is actually really good. It actually doesn't even need to be in an A7 deck. Because you could put in like Overlord. And then it'll still cost 1 anyway, instead of having like the 2 Alice or A7 cards. But I like the ability to swap with, essentially it makes it more attacks. Because you can swap it with something in your defense zone. Which is why I want to know more rules on the switching like geared up units. Because like, could you switch up a geared up ruler and put it into the attack zone? Probably not, but that would be really interesting if you could. So with that, that's actually, we're going to cut the video there. Thank you for watching. And then again, I'll be doing another video. We'll be doing a speed unboxing of the other 3. But then again, hopefully we'll be doing, I'll be able to get my product when the set releases for English on March 13th. And then I'll be doing a box opening, and then we'll also be doing like numbers for the case as well as like a master case, hopefully, as long as I can hopefully get it from my local game store. But with that, thank you for watching, and then I'll see you guys in the next one.